Hi everyone, it's Tambarambaa here again today, sharing another art journal page with you for Art by Marlene. So this one is in my large artist size album, which I think the code is JOUR05. And what I did is, the starting point of this page is in Stan's block BM03, which is the Lime collection of paper elements. I discovered there was quite a few of those cute little frames, and I'd had a few lying about, and I thought, what am I going to do with these? So I decided to create a sort of a rainbow frame page. So I grabbed out all the little frames from the die cut pack, and then I also made a few of my own frames using a couple of the metal die cut sets. So I used the mini tags from Sophisticated, which is ABM SFT CD19, and ABM BB CD135, which is layered text banners from Bold and Bright. So in those, there's a couple of little shapes that will make cute little frames. So what I did is I cut a few of those out of some of my leftover collage papers from a variety of Marlene's ranges. And then, just to create my base for the page, I lay down a stencil that Marlene created for the Crafters Workshop, which is called TCW780 Botanical Dream. Love this stencil. And basically I have just taped it down with a little bit of washi tape, and then using my Distress Oxides in rainbow colours, I have rubbed them through with a blending tool all the way across the page. And you just see that gives a gorgeous little background. And then what I've done is I'm grabbing out all of the different frames in all the different sizes, and I'm just popping them over the top. So I'm putting the reds over the red section, the purple in the purple section. And so I'm cutting down some of the frames, because quite a few of Marlene's frames, die cut frames, sort of have layers within them. So I'm just cutting out the actual colours that I want. And then I'm placing them on over the coordinating colour in the background. So it's a bit of shuffling at this stage, trying to work out where they're all going to fit, but mainly I'm just kind of putting them in the matching colour. And then I also have a little tray of leftover bits and pieces, especially collage bits that I haven't used. I thought I'd use on a project and I ended up not using it, so I have a little box full of those. So I've gone through that and dug out a couple more frames out of there, and then I'm just auditioning them onto the page to see where I'd like to place them. Okay, so now I start going through my little golden, the extra large golden oldie book, which is ABM ESMPP10, and I'm pulling out little quirky characters and little, Marlene has so many of them in all the different colour ranges. So I'm trying to find something red, something pinks, some lime, some yellow, some blues and some purples, and I want to pop them around the frame just so they create sort of some interest across the page. Lots of quirky little things happening, and my only real rule is that they fit in with the colour category. So that's really all I'm doing at this stage. So I've pulled out quite a few, and I'm pretty happy with where it is. What I should have done at this point was take a photo of where I had placed things, because you'll see in a minute that I pull it all off, and then I can't remember where I had everything, and it's all a matter of doing all of this shuffling again. But that's okay. It's all fun and part of the process. Okay, so at that point I was happy with what I had, but I did feel like it needed a little bit of artsiness to the background. I just felt it was a little bit blocky. So what I've done is I've come back in with the exact same colour of the Distress Oxides, and I've got it, that's a little sheet of plastic that's left over from a stamp set, and I just pop the Distress Oxide, tap a bit onto the plastic, then add some water, and then with a fan brush I splatter it over the page. And what you can see is I've used a couple of pieces of just scrapbook paper, a couple of scraps that are just blocking off the other colours while I work on that particular colour at that time. Does that make sense? I hope so. So I'm just splatting, trying to control a little bit where the splatter lands by covering up the others, and then just moving it along. So this just gives some splats in the background, and as I said, because I'm controlling where they're going, it doesn't create a whole mess. It keeps the colours in that rainbow theme. So now I've just dried it off with my heat gun, and now I come back in and try and remember, and don't do a very good job, but try and remember where I had things. And this is just lots of, you know, poking about and changing things, and every now and then I go back in and decide I need another purple creature or another yellow something, so I'll go in and swap a few things around. So I want my frames to go different ways as well. I don't just want them all you know, landscape style. I want some portrait and some landscape. So then as you can see, I'm poking the little characters around and just trying to work out where I'm going to pop them onto the page. Now that large yellow flower, because I've already got a red one the same, I end up removing that because I think, no, I'll find something else yellow because I want this page to be a little bit quirky, a little bit fun. I really love the way that fish is diving through the frames. Yeah, so just a matter of playing and poking, and I don't know if you can see, but in the background there's everything from little fish to birds to flowers to branches to suns to hearts and moons and balloons. So there's all sorts in there. Okay, so then I will grab my glue, which is ABMES Glue 01, and I just start to glue down all the pieces. And I like to just, I love that glue that it has the fine tip on it. What that means is the glue doesn't go all over the background, and it just leaves little room for tucking underneath and lifting up little sections as I go. So I have filmed this in the late afternoon. As you can see, the sun's coming over my desk, so sorry about that. I think I said in my last video I've been a bit unwell lately, and I usually do my videos in the morning so I don't have this problem, but I've just been doing it when I'm well enough to sit and do some playing, so you'll just have to cope with that bright light that comes across every now and then. So as you can see, some of these I am trimming, cutting a little bit, and then just layering them up. It's actually a lot of fun to make this page. Yeah, like I did think when I came up with the idea that it might be a little bit chaotic. It might look a bit too chaotic, but I think as long as you keep your colours in those sections, then it will all tie together. Okay, so now I'm going around a few of the frames with a black pen, and I do also come in with a Stabilo All as well, just to create some shadowing across the page and just to outline a few of the frames, and then I add a border around the edge, again just using that fine black paint pen, and yeah, a few scribbles, a few messy lines just to frame the page. And then I decide to add the quotes. So I had the idea as I was doing this with the frames, I was thinking about, and with all the quirkiness in there, reframing your thoughts. And so I grabbed the stamp, which is called Just a Butterfly, which is one of the new essentials, ABMES stamp 129. And I stamped down the bottom, set yourself free, on the bottom right corner. And so then up the top, I wanted to write reframe your thoughts. So the whole idea is reframe your thoughts and set yourself free. So I guess the little quirky creatures are kind of like your thoughts in your mind, and you're just reframing them. So I have used, to write reframe, I have used Rub BM01, which is the alpha rub-on transfers, and I actually mixed it up and used, you know, a few different types of the rub-ons in there, and I'm just cutting them out, and then I don't know if you can see that on the video, but I'm coming in with one of the new acrylic paintbrushes of Marlene's, and the base of it has like a flat surface, which is perfect for adding rub-ons. So then I just handwrite the remainder, and that's pretty much it. I did point out just then there's a little gap that I felt needed just a little something extra, so that's what I do. I find a couple of little bits to pop in there, and that should pretty much be it. So lots to find on this page, lots to enjoy. It's a little bit of an I Spy page. I love a rainbow. Yeah, so I'll leave you with some close-ups, and you can check out all those cute little critters that Marlene has drawn. So thanks for joining me today. I'll be back again soon with something else, and I'd love you to leave me a comment or like. I always wonder who watches my videos, so it's always nice when I get a few comments. And I'd also love you to subscribe. So thanks for joining me, and I'll catch you again soon. Bye.